Eckstein.
Today we are going to journey through the process of bringing some of the amazing characters of the Star Wars saga to life. We will be auditioning for some roles to be part of the experience, so I hope you're ready. And then, as a special treat to you, we'll perform an all-new Star Wars The Clone Wars adventure written exclusively for Star Wars weekends. Does that sound exciting? Woo! You're a great audience, I can tell already. This is going to be fun. So, how many Star Wars The Clone Wars fans do we have up there? Well, for 5 seasons, Star Wars The Clone Wars took audiences on some amazing adventures, telling stories with epic conflict, spectacular battles featuring the heroic struggle between good and evil. And one of the characters at the center of it all was Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano. It's truly been an honor and an opportunity of a lifetime to be the voice of Ahsoka, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your support and for bringing these characters into your homes every week. Star Wars is and always has been about amazing characters, and we have a very special treat for you today because we have the voice of one of the most feared characters in the Star Wars galaxy, the voice of Darth Maul. So please help me bring out to the stage, Sam Witwer! Cheers! We have some big Darth Maul fans out there, or Sam Witwer fans out there.
Darth Maul.
So, and first, I have to say congratulations. This is Emmy-nominated Sam Witwer. Sam was just nominated, yes, for being the voice of Darth Maul on Star Wars The Clone Wars. So, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks, I think. Are you ready to go? Got your tux?
Oh, of course I do, yes. I'm just wearing that. That's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing her universe all the way.
Awesome. Well, Sam, well, best of luck, and we'll be rooting you on. Now, Sam, you are a huge Star Wars fan, so, and actually, I have a funny story to tell, because Sam is tied with Dave Filoni to be 2 of the biggest Star Wars fans I know, and it was uncovered in the very first session we did together.
Right. We were doing the Mortis episodes, and I came in on my first day, and there you are, and your character's completely dialed in, and there's Matt and James. Everyone knows what they're doing, and I've never really done this before, so I'm just kind of standing there. And in the first episode, my character wasn't in it that much. The son shows up more in the second and the third episode. So I'm sort of being quiet, and I'm sort of absorbing what everyone is doing. And Matt Lanter has this scene as Anakin sees his dead mother, Shmi Skywalker.
Did you guys see the Mortis episode?
Mortis episodes?
Okay, Sam was the son in the Mortis trilogy.
So Anakin is talking to his mother, who died previously, and he says to her, there's a very emotional scene, Matt Lanter's saying, I have a wife, and I want you to meet my wife. And he has this beautiful read, and afterward Dave Filoni's like, okay, it's great, moving on. I'm like, what, hold on, wait a second. And Dave's like, what? Because I'm the new guy, right? I'm like, Anakin, he wouldn't say that because Padme and Shmi Skywalker met in the first film, and he was there, and he was Jake Lloyd, and he blew it. And so he goes pale, and he's standing there, and he's glitching, and doesn't know what to do, and I look over, and people are looking at me, and I look over at you. Yeah, Ashley's just staring at me, and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I have never seen anyone out-geek Dave Filoni. That was my first day.
Well, Sam, prior to Star Wars The Clone Wars, you have quite the resume. You've worked on several amazing projects, including the movie The Mist. Tell us about that.
It's a family film. It's I got this movie in a kind of unconventional way. I was walking down the sidewalk in Los Angeles, and I was going to an audition that I just didn't want to go to. And I had my headshot with me because, it's normal to just walk around with a big picture of yourself, It's totally, don't be weird about it. Don't be weird. Anyway, so I'm going to this audition, and there was a woman coming across the street, and she was carrying bags full of stuff, and she dropped the bags, and there were cars coming, and no one's helping her, and so I helped her pick her bags up and stuff, and so I'm carrying her stuff to this office building, and she goes, "Are you an actor?" And I'm like, "How can you guess?" And she says, "Would you like to read for something?" And I'm like, "Okay, fine, sure." And I read all this really weird stuff and very intense, and she puts me on tape, and then 2 days later I get a call, and Frank Darabont wants you to be in The Mist, and I'm like, what? Okay, tell him no. So that was a nice surprise. That's how the film came about.
Well, and then that led you to one of my favorites, Battlestar Galactica. Maybe Battlestar Galactica up there? I was so excited to see you in Battlestar.
Yeah, Battlestar, that was the show that taught me the bad habit of ad-libbing, ladies and gentlemen. That's when, because they had a rule on this show. I mean, they said to me, do one as written, and then say whatever you want for the rest of the takes. And so every job I've had since then, they can blame Battlestar for that, because I'm just saying whatever, and it's their fault, it's not me.
Well, and do we have any Force Unleashed fans out there? Star Killer here.
Yeah.
What was that process like?
This was the process of knowing the terror of working for you people. Because, no offense, but you know, you guys aren't shy when you don't like something. You're very forward about it. So it was like, okay, we want you to create a Star Wars protagonist, which is, I mean, at the same time, you were going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Creating these Star Wars characters. And, you know, so it's kind of nerve-wracking.
It's a daunting task.
It really is. And somehow we survived it, right?
I hope so.
Sky
I hope you guys like it. Yeah.
Turn it up.
Yes.
All right, Chewie.
Hey, I learned to do knuckle knock. Death Star.
Boom. Blow it up.
I'm cheesy. Okay, so on to Smallville. You had a big role in Smallville. Very exciting.
Yeah, I got a call. They said the Smallville producers would like to meet with you. And I was like, why? And they're like, just go. I'm like, okay. So I got there, and honestly, no idea what I was doing there. Like, why did they want to talk to me? And they started describing this story of, well, okay, so there's this good guy, but he's a monster, but he doesn't want to be a monster. And we talked about that for a while. And then they wanted to know, after that, all about Force Unleashed. Because that hadn't come out yet. Like, The Mist had just come out, but Force Unleashed hadn't come out. And they asked me all these questions about what that was and what that process was like. And then I left. And then they kind of handed me this role. So it seems that Force Unleashed, the buzz behind that kind of helped me get this role.
I
So.
think you also have the Force. And then that brought you to Being Human, which I think we have a lot of Being Human fans.
They needed a pale guy. Well, okay, so as I understand it, they went through like hundreds of guys trying to find this role, and they were having some trouble, and the casting director, who was also the casting director for Smallville, said, okay, wait, let me get this straight. We're trying to find a guy who's a good guy, but he's a monster and he doesn't want to be? I think I know the guy who does this. And then so I got the call and they said, yeah, we want you to do that again, but make it funny this time. Make it serious and funny at the same time, which is something, frankly, I didn't know how to do before this, so it's been a learning process.
Awesome. Well, and then Being Human, while you've been on Being Human, you've been working on Star Wars and Clone Wars. So, and we mentioned the son of a Mortis, and yes, that's you, but then it also took you to be the voice of Darth Maul. How did that come about?
Right. Well, this son character, this very charming gentleman, I sort of arrived on the set, and everyone is telling me, oh, it's a really cool role, but no one will really tell me what it is. So then I get there to the recording session, and Dave Filoni's like, hey, I'm supervisor delay director Dave Filoni, what's going on? You're playing the dark side of the Force, all right, have fun. No pressure or anything, right? And so he wanted him to be the dark side of the Force, that was what that character was meant to be, sort of in this dream world. And are they there, are they not, is this a dream, we don't really know. And early on in that session, I asked Dave, I'm like, are we afraid that this character is going to sound too much like Starkiller from The Force Unleashed? And he said, well, you know, Star Killer had a connection to the dark side of the Force, so he is the dark side of the Force, so he could sound kind of the same. And that was, you know, and that was the first day. And the second day, I had a lot of dialogue, and I came in and I was thinking, well, if Star Killer, if he could sound like Star Killer because of the dark side connection, then he should sound like all of the villains in Star Wars. So there would be like a line, for example, there's a line that says, sister, so I see you brought a friend. And so I would perform it like, sister, so I see you brought a friend. You know, just a little bit of the Palpatine at the end, or a little bit of Darth Vader at the top, and so that dipped into different Star Wars villains. And Dave Filoni, when he saw this, he's like, Witwer, I see what you're doing. And I'm like, should I stop? No, do it more. Okay, let's do it again. So, and then later that day, he's like, yeah, we might have something for you down the road. And I'm like, okay, like a bounty hunter? He's like, yeah, something like that. And then a year later, he's like, I need Darth Maul. And I'm driving, and I, you know, nearly have an accident, because I'm like, dude, I can only dodge so many Star Wars bullets from the fans.
That's awesome. Well, you gotta give us a Darth Maul line.
Darth Maul line. Okay, you may have forgotten me, but I will never forget you.
Oh my God! Sam Witwer, everyone! Well, Sam, I think you've definitely inspired some future voice actors in our audience.
Definitely.
So I think we should hold some auditions. What do you think?
Fair enough.
We help me? Do you guys want to audition for a couple roles? What do you think? Okay.
Wait a minute. Where is he? The sizzling besides this one.
Don't worry, James. It was just Darth Vader, and I took care of him.
Oh, Darth Vader, yes. I believe he'll be the death of me someday.
Your Star Wars weekend.
Are we having fun with Sam Witwer? Isn't he amazing?
Yes.
Someday, you know, he'll fill out and be good looking, but competition here now, buddy. What are we doing?
Well, James, you were just in time. Because we are about to do our brand new Star Wars Clone Wars adventure that was written exclusively for Star Wars Weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a brand new scene inspired by Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
But we need help. So I need some volunteers. Sam, can you find me the voice of a Gamorrean guard?
Yes.
And James, can you find me the voice of a translator droid and a Jawa?
Okay.
Yeah.
I need a Jawa. Okay. A Jawa, what does this Jawa say? Okay, you come up here. You got it right. Now I need a translator, Troy. So you're kind of, no, why don't you, not her, why don't you stand up? You stand up, come on. No, seriously, we want her to stand up, don't we? Ladies and gentlemen, you go ahead and head right up there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very important fellow. Very big. You're a very big fellow. You know that? This is Tom Wilson. You may know him from Freaks and Geeks, The Knights of the Old Republic, SpongeBob SquarePants, Gargoyles, yes, and then a film called Back to the Future.
With some of my friends, and I was invited by James to come and say hello. So, hello. The thing is, whenever I come to Orlando in June, I know it's freezing, so I'm wearing long underwear right now. But it's Disney Long Johns, so there's a little glitter, so I feel good today.
Would you do us the honor of being in the show with us? Yeah, let's go. You hold that. And then you can talk to them. So you're doing a show at the Improv, right?
I've been doing a show at the Improv all week. I have to rush back because they're still giving me a standing ovation. I have to bow several more times.
Well, this is better than that.
I don't stand next to the handsome actor dudes.
We'll all be on the other side. I'll balance it out.
Over here, and everyone will think, hey, Tom looks pretty good.
Watch your hand. Okay, all right. This is the insanity now. It's begun. Okay, so Ashley, what are we doing?
Well, I'd also like to introduce, this is Mark, and Mark is our sound engineer for the day. So everyone say hi, Mark. Now Mark is going to provide all of our sound and music cues, kind of like the old radio drama.
Yes, this is very cool. So now, in the old days, they would have a guy actually doing Foley and making all the sounds, but Mark has got a nifty little computer there. So let's say, for example, I needed to open a lightsaber. Very nice, pretty good.
What does it work?
Oh, well, it's a sound effect. You just do it.
But you don't have anything in your hand.
Well, you just cue him.
So you just kind of...
Yes.
Like that? That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Alright. What about like... Oh, I really should have done that.
Let's get it.
Oh! Jazz hands.
I've been waiting for this. Actually, I have a better idea.
Oh, hey, Biff. Hey, guys. What's going on?
Seemed to be hotter than you were before. That was good. Thank you. Okay.
Still got it. Still got it.
We still need to do a mic check though, right? Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Tom, you've been in a studio before.
I have.
Yes. Now, you're going to be the technical droid, so think of C-3PO with an attitude.
Okay.
Just think of it. Don't do it. Just think about it. Okay. Anyway. All right. Shall we go?
Yeah, you guys are ready. May the force be with us. Action.
Tales from the Clone Wars. Early in the conflict, the Jedi Knights struck an alliance with the vile gangsters of the Hutt criminal empire in order to secure an advantage against the evil separatist forces. To maintain this treaty, the Jedi Council dispatches Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka Tano to the distant planet Tatooine for an audience with the powerful gangster Jabba the Hutt. Now on the lonely windswept road that winds to the iron citadel of the loathsome criminal, the two Jedi make their way to an uncertain appointment.
I haven't been to Tatooine since Master Skywalker and I rescued Stinky.
I beg your pardon.
Stinky. That's what Anakin calls Jabba's son Rada. I got the impression Anakin isn't very fond of the Hutts.
Yes, well, perhaps that's why he opted out of this mission.
Maybe. But he usually prefers taking action over bookkeeping.
Sorry, did you say bookkeeping?
Yeah. Instead of coming with us, he's stuck reviewing stacks of intelligence reports with Senator Amidala.
With Padme? Really?
Yes. From the sounds of it, they're going to have to spend the whole week together working side by side to make any progress.
Curious. Tell me, Ahsoka, does Anakin take a lot of these missions with Padme?
Oh. No, not really. I'd say he visits the Supreme Chancellor more often than Senator Amidala, but who's counting, right?
I'm counting. But let's try to focus on the mission at hand. I hope you've been practicing your Huttese.
We're about to find out.
Well then, be my guest.
I guess we better not. Jedi, Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Tuta Advishkudu Jabba the Hutt.
Yes, what she said. Well, that's why they call me the negotiator.
The massive sandblasted gate to Jabba's palace opens, revealing a long, dark passageway into the heart of the criminal den. Ahsoka and Obi-Wan bravely venture forth, and are soon met by the grotesque sentries that patrol Jabba's territory.
You will take us to Jabba now. I said you will take us to Jabba now. Well, any tips, Master Negotiator?
Perhaps you need to snort politely?
I don't have time for this. Jabba now. I don't get it. That usually works.
Now, it works on the weak-minded, Ahsoka, not on the mindless.
They wanna
They want to way to go.
Finally, someone with brains to talk to. We are emissaries from the Jedi Order. We bring greetings for Jabba the Hutt. And a gift.
A gift.
Yes, the gift is that we won't cause any trouble if everyone cooperates.
Ne Jabba no ba. Isaiah to yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
I recognized you. Well done.
Obi-Wan and Ahsoka step into the dank bustle of Jabba the Hutt's throne room. The smoky parlor is filled alcove to alcove with all manner of bizarre life forms and strange tourists from distant lands.
Ugh, this place hasn't improved with time.
Remember diplomacy, Ahsoka. We all have guests here, please.
I know. Any last-minute advice?
Yes. No deep breaths while in here.
You don't need to remind me. I never could get that smell of stinky out of my backpack. Oh, yeah, think, di, what, ichi, Hands off my lightsaber, bright eyes, or I'll teach you some manners.
As the Jedi wind their way through the crowd, they at long last catch sight of the powerful, the legendary, the great Jabba the Hutt.
He's asleep. I guess he didn't know we were coming.
Must have slept into it.
Yes. All right. We'll wait over here while you make the necessary preparations with your master.
The Hutt's pasty-faced majordomo scuttles to the throne to delicately inform the crime lord of business. And from the crowd emerges one of Jabba the Hutt's countless worker droids.
Ah, a new acquisition. You must be promptly our master as ordered.
Excuse me?
Almighty Jabba has been looking for ages to replace our last dancer since the incident. You outfit specimen, please. Report to the tailor droid for a fitting of your dancing outfit.
Back off, glitchhead. I'm no dancer. I'm here on official Jedi business.
Hey, I was referring to the far better toned, graceful looking specimen next to you.
Graceful.
Oh, Anakin's really gonna wish he came on this mission. After you, Your Grace.
I have a bad feeling about this. Ladies and gentlemen! Come on out. All right, this is for you. You get that. You can hold that. No, you stay up here with us. Come on. I thank you guys. No, you guys go out. All right. He's asking who he is.
I was in a movie in the 80s, Back to the Future. Thanks. Who are you?
Happens to me all the time. So you okay staying up here with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. We want him up here?
I had no idea who he was.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing
It's
this
my honor
guys.
to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, the fun isn't over yet, though, because we have a very special announcement from the supervising director of Star Wars and Clone Wars, Dave Filoni. So let's watch.
Hey Star Wars fans, I'm Dave Filoni, the supervising director of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I hope you're having a great time at Disney's Star Wars weekends. I know I always do, and every time I come down Florida, or every time we have Star Wars weekends, I like to show you guys something you've never seen before and something exclusive just for you all for coming to Star Wars weekend. So what have I got this time? I've got a little clip that deals with our little green friend, Master Yoda. It delves a little bit into Yoda's relationship with Anakin Skywalker and what that was like and what Yoda thinks of him. So I think it's stuff you guys are going to love. And I hope you enjoyed this exclusive clip made special
Remix.
for you guys at these Star Wars meetings.
Okay, Sam does the voice pretty well. He could say, what was he probably
Hey
saying?
everyone, this is Star Wars Supervisor Director Clone Wars, Dave Filoni. I want really awesome things to show you guys. What am I going to show you?
We're going to recreate the scene, okay? So here's what happens. I'll be Yoda.
Okay.
Asleep. Okay.
Okay.
You should be Anakin. Anakin. Okay, great. And you're Dave Filoni still. Okay. Go ahead. All right, this is what happens. It's a great scene. You'll love it.
So this scene is about Yoda and his relationship with Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
And you come in and you say, hey Yoda, how's it going?
Okay, Dave, enough, man. All right.
How's it going? Hey, how's it going, Yoda?
Much like Biff Tannen, yes. Have I know?
No. Okay, that's it. And so you're the medical person that comes in?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
This is really dying. All right, is the clip? Do we have a clip? No? Okay, kill still. Okay, go. So then, all right, so you're Anakin.
Okay, Anakin, come with me. We must go. I must get on the ship. Indeed.
It's faster. I carry you, Yoda.
You get in my ship. Good to see you, Anakin. I'll fly away now. Bye.
Was I in your car? Sorry.
And then he flies away. Oh, and then everybody cheers. And then next minute comes in. Talks to Anakin.
Where the hell is Yoda?
And then
What did you do with the Jedi Master?
He just... now I'm legit.
that's a good idea. I think we have to.
We have to clip.
You want to see the clip? Okay, that was great.
It's not as good as what we did.
I am prescribing medicine.
Where's Master Yoda? What have you done?
Hey, fool, none of this was my idea.
That's pretty good though, isn't it, huh?
I was waiting.
Well, I think there's only one thing left to say.
Okay, this one is the first.
Make it forward.
No, see, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. You ready? Sam, you got your...
What is it? Okay, yeah.
Not right, Rich.
Okay.
Not this.
No, don't do that.
Apparently not when I was doing it. Maybe I thought you were doing it.
I was gonna
On three. 1, 2, 3.
May the force be with you.